For your elimination challenge, you will be celebrating the 100th year anniversary of the LA Phil. And tomorrow night is opening night of their 100th season. Your distinguished guests will include world-renowned conductor Gustavo Dudamel and 60 members of his orchestra.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Chefs, it's time to draw knives. There are 5 taste profiles that are essential to every chef: salty, sweet, sour, bitter, and umami. Just like in music, each instrument has a purpose. Each ingredient should as well in your dish. For your elimination challenge, you must pair up with one other chef that has a different flavor profile to create one cohesive dish that really highlights the 2 tastes that you pulled. Pair up with a partner right now.
Best friend.
Did you even look at your profile?
We did.
Okay, you did. Okay.
We did. Salty, sweet. I'm happy about that.
That's my favorite.
Same.
Bittersweet. Bittersweet. I like bittersweet.
Mom bitter?
We do that?
I don't know.
I think we're good.
I hope you're happy with your teammate. Because this is a double elimination.
All or nothing.
Gustavo Dudamel has invited you all to meet with him at the LA Phil's home, the iconic Walt Disney Concert Hall, for inspiration. The next day, you'll have 2 hours to prep and cook at Otium restaurant before service begins. Your guest judge for this challenge is chef and owner of Otium restaurant, Timothy Hollingsworth. Good luck, chefs. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Beautiful restaurant.
Gorgeous, yeah.
I think we should go right here, Karen. Kevin, what are you doing?
Off. No, I'm just kidding.
Kevin, you're such a bitch.
Okay.
Mel is definitely the sweet one of the 2.
We're trying to embody the spirit of our team. Melissa's sweet, and I'm gonna be salty all day today.
Yeah, that's true. You're a little more salty than me. What are you working on?
I'm chopping the cabbage for our braised cabbage right now.
We're gonna top the cabbage with the cured pork crumble, and we're hoping putting them together will really be a harmonious match.
What are you making?
Pork with a mafe lacquer, which is a West African sort of caramel sauce.
This is Eric's cuisine. I'm confident in his ability to pull this off for sure. It just sounds delicious. It sounds like something I want to lacquer all over meat.
We've landed on a preparation for the sea bass, miso, sake, and a little vinegar, and just broil it.
Making a dish with only 2 flavor profiles is quite challenging. I'm making sure that everything has an element of salt, but it's not salty. Everything is really bright and sour, but it doesn't overpower everything else.
I like it. We got sour without cloy. Do we want to put any spice in the mini tomato? They might need a little heat. Yeah. And what's a dish with us without a little heat? I know. So, a little umami. My mommy.
Malarkey.
Yeah.
Bitter.
It's not super bitter.
It's bitter.
Okay.
Malarkey and Leanne. That is an oil and water combination.
Want your little chives in there, a couple pieces?
I don't think we need it. Less is more, Malarkey.
I'm sure in the right circumstance, they complement each other incredibly well. But right now, it feels very much like they're battling.
Brian, we need to be up on that table by 15, yeah? We're gonna make 6 perfect plates.
Yes. If Leanne and I cannot come to an agreement on how we plate this, the wheels are going to fall off.
You want like this for the judges, right?
No.
I think they're very sour.
They're very umami.
Yeah. Fish is good?
There's definitely a heightened sense of nerves today, thinking that 2 people are gonna go home.
Helping white.
I feel a great deal of responsibility to make sure that Gregory and I are not on the chopping block, especially since I've been on the bottom forever now. But we've got a clear idea of what we're doing.
Time's up.
Oh, so pretty.
Thank you.
Our tastes were salty and sour. So you have sea bass It's been glazed in a little miso mirin sake. It sits atop of sauté of celeriac, pickled apples, bacon, and yuzu to represent that sour element.
And the heat.
The heat is from jalapeno. It's simmered in the broth, and it's pickled with the cucumbers.
Thank you, chef.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are sweet and salty, and we did a fish sauce caramel roasted cabbage braised with ham, a little bit of apple, and a cured pork crumble.
It's really cool that you guys just focused on a vegetable. Thank you both.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Our tastes today were umami and bitter. So we have beef with a miso anchovy hollandaise, bitter greens, and some charred orange puree.
Wow.
How is it working as a team?
We've known each other for a long time, so we're OG top chefers over here. And just the combination of bitter and umami was a win-win for us. We really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you both.
Thank you for the try.
Thank you.
For you.
We had sweet and bitter, and we decided to do a play on a traditional Senegalese West African stew called mafe. So we're serving you pork, a mafe lacquer, and bitter greens. And we made a sumac, coriander, and black pepper crust, so there is a subtle bitterness above the layer of sweetness that you get on the pork. Right. Enjoy. Thank you.
We made a tomato broth with poached cod and pickled cucumbers.
We both automatically thought of tomatoes when we thought of umami and sour.
For us, the melody is the broth, and the harmony is sort of everything else. And we're hoping that the tomatoes are sort of like the crescendo in the song. They're like a bright popping point.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Chefs, I want to thank you for an extraordinary meal. And I want to wish all of you a happy 100th anniversary. And please, break a leg for tonight.
Food was fantastic today. Every dish had umami, sweet, sour, salty, bitter. But clearly the challenge was to make sure those two that you chose were really prevalent in the dish. And I think some of you did that to a better degree than others. But all in all, I gotta say, this was just hands down a fantastic meal.
Which is what makes this decision even harder, because as you know, it's a double elimination. Karen and Nini, how was today for you?
It was awesome. We loved working together. We were excited when I drew umami and she drew sour.
Melissa and Kevin.
I really had an amazing time cooking with Kevin.
Stephanie and Gregory.
I feel like there's a wonderful calm between the two of us when we put our heads down to start cooking. It really resonated through the process of trying to create our dish.
Yeah, I think Brian did an excellent job of creating a great framework for the kind of dish that we did. And then he allowed me kind of the autonomy and space to get creative and colorful within that.
What was today like for you guys?
We had lots of discussions about the plating of it because it was an art installation that Leanne orchestrated there.
It was so clear that you were on the same page. Thank you.
All of the dishes were fantastic today, but we did have a favorite. Timothy, you have the honor of announcing our winner today.
The dish that stayed true to the challenge in the flavor profiles and the marriage between the two chefs is... Melissa and Kevin.
Congratulations.
Thank you.